We're here at the 2018 Optimist World Champs in Cyprus. We had the first 2 races today, and it was pretty light conditions with a little bit of chop, but a pretty nice breeze. Yeah, it was good competition and some good racing out there.
It's the second day of racing at the Optimist World Championship in Cyprus. The conditions today were pretty good, and I'm really looking forward to the past days here in Cyprus, so it's going to be really fun.
Hello and welcome to Famagusta Nautical Club in stunning Limassol, where this year's Optimist World Championship is being held. The Famagusta Nautical Club is the oldest and most historical club in Cyprus and has been hosting major sailing events since 1974. The crystal clear waters of the eastern Mediterranean Sea, in addition to the beautiful city of Limassol, makes this an ideal venue for the young athletes competing in this event.
It's been a great honor to have IOTA in Cyprus. There is a lot of effort the past couple of years that is being put from the Famagusta Nautical Club. We invested a lot in putting together a venue that doesn't have anything to be jealous of other venues around the world. I think Cyprus is a great place for sailing, a sailor's paradise. It was about time to expose what we can offer to the sailing world.
In the following days, the athletes will participate in the Optimist Individual World Championship, where 258 athletes from 58 nations will give their all in order to achieve the highest they possibly can. After the first 2 exciting days of racing and a beautiful opening ceremony, we find ourselves in the 3rd day of the competition, with Italy's Marco Grandoni standing top of the leaderboard, having displayed great performance and consistency. The Netherlands' Jan Brouwers is leading in the girls' competition.
I'm so happy for my performance, but I know it's really long and the regatta's finished the 5th September. So I'm proud of me, but it's so long. And the final is on the 5th September.
The weather conditions in Limassol have been excellent, with winds from the west at 12 to 15 knots. This variety of conditions really tests the athletes and has offered intense and spectacular battles. The Optimist World Championship will continue tomorrow with 2 consecutive days of team racing, where we expect to see some amazing racing action from the 48 nations and the young athletes that have brought their talents to Cyprus. Today, we are following the Optimist Team World Championship, where 48 teams with 4 competitors each will compete against each other and begin their fight for the podium.
Good morning. Good morning. 我们的 早上好
Bom dia.
The team racing will take place over the following 2 days, where they will continue to battle it out for the IOTA Challenge Cup.
In team racing, you have 2 teams. In both the teams, you have 4 sailors.
It's not the idea to be first, but not to be last.
It's teamwork.
The team that has the least amount of points wins the race.
Team racing is a race that you can enjoy and have fun with your teammates.
With temperatures of around 30 degrees Celsius and wind speeds of around 8 to 12 knots, the conditions are ideal for the athletes in order to bring out the best of their boats. With 2 race courses and more than 70 matches, there was plenty of action to see from the young sailors who did everything they could to qualify for their nation. In the end, the strongest 16 of 48 teams made it to the finals, with an exceptional performance by all their teammates. Teams USA and China managed to qualify for the finals once more and have the chance to defend their titles.
So far, the event has been fantastic. We've had spectacular sailing conditions. So we have 6 races completed in the qualification series, and we are now had 1 day of the team racing. So tomorrow, we have the 2nd day of team racing, and then we're into the finals. Team racing is a very important element for us with IOTA in the Optimist class. It's a really great way for these kids to actually compete as a team, and teamwork's really important, and to actually represent their nation. And they absolutely love it. It's one of the highlights of the event, and they all have a great time doing it.
The Optimist Team World Championship final round will continue tomorrow, when everything could change with the competition fierce and everybody giving their all for a place on the podium. Blue skies and crystal clear waters were waiting for the young competitors today as we approach the final day of team racing in the Optimist World Championship. The team members are preparing their boats in order to bring them to battle and reach a much desired place on the podium.
Well, the plan is to communicate as much as we can because we're going against a very strong teams today, and our hope is to beat them and hopefully make our way to the finals. It'll be very tough because there's really good teams out there, but I think we can do it. We won it last year. I was on the team that won it last year, so I have high expectations, and we all want to win it, so I think we all just want to get the gold.
The day began with intense battles between the best teams, who, during these qualification series, have shown their will to win the IOTA Challenge Cup. These include Team USA, the defending champions, and China, last year's vice-champions. Team Thailand took advantage of the medium winds and, following an amazing performance with not a single loss, managed to secure first place by beating Team Italy, who fought all the way to the finish line in a spectacular final race.
The competition is very tough. We are very happy to be the winner. We really enjoy team racing.
The exciting format of team racing reached an end today, and from tomorrow onwards, we will continue with the Optimist Individual World Championship and find out who is to be this year's World Champion. It's the first day of the finals, and the countdown has begun. The most advanced sailors have gathered in the Gold Fleet, where only the best of the Optimist sailors are competing. Expectations are high, and everyone is ready to give their very best.
I'm gonna try, of course, do my best, and I will try to work as hard as I can and try to do a bit better than in the qualifier, because in the qualifying I didn't do as great, so I'll try to come up a few places because I'm in 4th position right now, and I hope I'll finish in a podium place because that's my goal. Of course, we are in Gold Fleet. All the good sailors are in one fleet, and everyone is good, so they all need to fight together, and it will be a tough fleet.
Now in the Gold Fleet, it's a strong competition, so I think I'm going to try to start good, and yeah, I see.
A long wait due to lack of wind gave the sailors the chance to focus and prepare themselves in order to get ready for the action. With light to medium winds, one race was enough for everyone to show what they've got, with the usual suspects as the protagonists. Italy's Marco Grandoni scored his 7th consecutive bullet, with Thailand's Panwa Bunak hot on his heels, only 6 points behind. The Dutch Jan Brouwers sailed well enough to keep her lead amongst the girls.
Now we are in the Gulf fleet, and before it was easier because now every good sailors are in the same group, so it's difficult and I have to stay focused. I will try my best and see what's going on tomorrow.
With 2 more days and 4 races to go, the top athletes have some unfinished business between them as the road to the podium continues tomorrow. We are on day 2 of the finals, with 7 races sailed so far. Though the championship has been very competitive, the sailors seem to be enjoying their stay in Cyprus. Crystal clear waters and sunny skies is what the island offers to the kids, who seem to enjoy it. The organisation of this event is exceptional, and everyone is satisfied with the competition.
We are having a really good time here. We enjoy sailing there and it's really fun.
Nice because here is warm, no rain, nothing, and directly after sailing you can go and swim in the water.
With 8 racing days in total, the championship is both long and physically and mentally demanding. The coaches play an integral role to the success of the Optimist sailors.
The most important thing is for them to rest well, after long days of racing or waiting, and stay calm and relaxed, so by the time that we sail out, they're focused on the races.
It's important that we, of course, keep them motivated, but at the same time, it's a long event, as you said. We did the pre-event as well, and they need some time to relax, and once we're done with the sailing at the end of the day, we try to do something not sailing related. We play cards or play pool.
Today, 2 races were sailed, with the usual thermal breeze. Once again, Marco Grandoni was no match for the others, finishing 1st and 2nd. What a performance from the Italian! 8 bullets out of 9 races. Panwa Bunak managed to maintain his 2nd position, with a 12th and 10th finish, with Tommy Sitzman completing the podium as of now. It was a good performance from the Greek Dedopoulos, who managed to climb up the leaderboard.
It was a really good day for me. I made a 5th and a 10th. I am very excited and happy about this result, and I am looking forward for tomorrow, which is the last day of the World Championships.
There are still 2 races to go, so all is up for grabs. Stay tuned. The final day of the Optimist World Championship in Limassol, Cyprus, finds Grandoni of Italy sitting on top spot with a safe lead over his rivals. All that remains for him to do now is sail carefully and get a top 10 finish. At the same time, there is a tough battle between Bunak from Thailand and Sitzman and Baker from the US for the remaining 2 podium places.
I think I can definitely keep my spot, and I think that I can also make some gains and improve in the event. I've made some mistakes yesterday, and I think that I can improve those and move up.
2 races were sailed today, with a good breeze of 10 to 12 knots. Stefan Baker managed to score a bullet and so finished the championship in second, leaving Bunak from Thailand in third. Grandoni sailed safe today and maintained his lead, claiming the world title for the 2nd consecutive year.
I'm so happy because this is my 2nd time. I won last year in Thailand, in Pattaya, and this year I won in Cyprus. And I'm really happy.
There was good racing from Pirello, who managed to maintain her lead with a solid performance today and was crowned champion. It was 2nd for Toff from Singapore and 3rd for Ullmann from Switzerland.
I'm very happy to win for 2nd time and hopefully the next year too. I was very prepared and I worked a lot.
Fantastic event, location, the organizers on the water, everything came out perfectly. The wind, as you can see now, we've had a bit of everything, some light and too strong today. So all in all, excellent racing for the kids, excellent for World Championships.
The World Championship closed with a warm awards ceremony at Famagusta Yacht Club. Congratulations to all the winners, and most of all, to all the sailors and organisers. Thanks for watching.